Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jordan's VR Room project. This is for the Unity Learn Create with VR for Educators course, which I have to say you guys did a really excellent job with. I've used VR for many years prior to taking this course, and at the beginning of the year started working with the XR Interaction Toolkit, and this demystified a lot of working with that kit for me. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it and had a great time, and it was great to see so many educators out there getting involved in VR. So to get this started, I made this brief menu screen for the start of the application, and if I touch my thumbsticks here, it activates my ray interactors for my hands, and if I click the start button, it'll take me to my room. And it's pretty much just the basic room from the course. I did a few of the challenges, but I got kind of carried away with a particular thing that I started to do in VR. But I made it through all the courseware and through all of the weekly challenges and all of the different units. And I guess I will go back and explore some of those. I did the one with the model house and stuff. And I started to do the one with the paintbrush, but I started to run out of time and needed to get through the rest of the modules before the end of the course. So real briefly, I've got my menu screen up here. Welcome to Jordan's VR Room. Hope you enjoy your time here. Touch the thumbsticks or primary buttons. So if I hit the primary buttons, you can see the ray interactors come up. And point a ray to where you want to teleport in the room. Press the grip button to teleport. Try to pick up objects in the room and have fun. And I can go over here at the OK button and get started. So I can teleport around my room. I've got this rug here that I can interact with and pretty much make my way around anywhere in the room that I need to. I've also got these teleport anchors on the mat to be able to teleport to specific spots in the room. And the way I kind of organized these was they were all facing in at the room from different perspectives. You can see over there, I can see myself in the mirror. And I can teleport here. I get the view from here. I use the reverb zones with the audio here. And we've got the audio coming from the stove. I don't know if you can hear it. And, if I go to this anchor point, it'll teleport me to this point. If I come to here, it takes me to the rack. I can pick up the hats here. I've got the haptic feedback working so it knows when I pick something up or when I can actually touch something. It also gives me some audio feedback. I've also got the different anchors that I can hang my hat on here. And I can also take this hat and hang it here. I gotta adjust the attach point for this one so that it lines up with the same area here. I've also got this desk over here with this cricket bat and some other items here that I can kind of like knock around, throw that on the floor. I also got the remote working here. So if I grab the remote and I click on this, it changes the material on the end of the remote and plays the Unity video over here, as you can see. And I made it so that it pauses and plays through the video. One of my favorite things to do in the room is to teleport over to here and hear the audio get louder as it gets closer to the TV. I have snap turning enabled. I wasn't really a fan of the continuous turning for this particular project. I'll pause that there and throw my remote back on the table. And I also have it set up so that I can take the hats, put them on my head, just like in the tutorial. Then we get close here. There's me in the mirror with my hat on. And that's pretty much all of the standard features here that I have going on. If I hit the secondary button, it brings up the menu and asks me if I'd like to bring myself to the default state. I also added a quit button to quit out of the application, which I'll check out at the end of the video here. And I got one last feature that I really got caught up working on here. So if I go to the settings button here and turn on the settings button, I have some settings here for the FPS counter. So you can see the FPS counter comes back when I turn on the settings. I can also turn on continuous turning by selecting here. And ooh, this continuous turning makes me pretty nauseous if I go back and forth real quick. So I'm going to turn this back on to the snap turning. And then I've got use the force for the ray interactive grabs. So this really is what inspired me for this last feature that I built and I spent a lot of time working on. So if I grab the remote here, and you can say I can grab the remote, and or I can grab the cricket bat, or I can grab the baseball here and grab the baseball. But if you notice, you probably saw this earlier, I got a little lightsaber here that I can grab onto. And one of the things here that I really thought was cool that inspired me about that, the force grab movement, or the distance grab movement, was Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I made this lightsaber here, and if I hit the activate button, I can make the saber animate back and forth from the hilt. And then my final piece here is that I can actually cut through all of the meshes in my scene. So as you can see here, I can cut through and slice and dice things up as much as I'd like to. Some things that I'd like to add that I just didn't get a chance to get to in the time, and I'm still probably going to be working on this after this, is the sound of the lightsaber boom coming on and then turning off here. But I can still interact with everything else in the room. So if I go over to the mat here and grab my Unity hat and put it on my head, I'll come back over here and I'll cut through this table, slice and dice that table up, and you can see me with my hat and my lightsaber, and I can turn it on and off by pressing the activate button here, which is pretty neat. And I can come in and slice through pretty much everything. The only thing I didn't really slice through was this lamp. I didn't make the stove destructible because it had a bunch of weird pieces to it, and also the lighting, because one of the cool parts was getting into the lighting. I had some issues with the lighting at first, getting it to bake, but you can kind of see the light maps in action and how they work. If you cut this thing up, you can see that the UV textures, these models originally myself, I would have to organize the UVs in such a way that they would adjust as I was cutting through the mesh, and being able to reset up the UVs. But you can see the shadows of the old boxes where it was light mapped against the textures in the walls. So it's a great example of how the light mapping works in video games, and how it's kind of just faked there. So if I slice through this picture, that one I think went through the wall. And I can also slice and dice through the TV here. If I come in here, really destroy the TV, I can get through and destroy the TV here. And the plants are destructible, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get over to them right now. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, it won't let me because there's just too much. Oh, it did. There's too many things in the way, but I can slice through the plant here and cut through. Maybe cut through this one. And it's just had a lot of fun working on this project and getting all of this stuff to work. This is my favorite view here, this anchor map, because I can look out and ponder the skies and be a true Star Wars Jedi superhero and look at Coruscant in the background. But anyway, this is my basic VR room, and I had so much fun getting through all the units and tutorials. I look forward to going back and working on some of the other challenges after the submission here. But I had so much fun working on this, and if I X out of here, once again, I can hit OK and then bring up my other room. I can drop my lightsaber here. Now I don't need that anymore. And if I hit the quit out button, I quit out of the application. Takes me back to the Oculus menu, and if I launch the application, it will take me to where I can stop this recording. So thank you so much, Unity, for sending the message out to educators to join up in this program, and I really hope you keep this up and continue building this type of content for educators. I really think it's great, and it helps to make Unity even more inclusive here. And there's my menu screen. I just loaded up here. But anyway, that's Jordan's VR room, and I hope you enjoyed it for the most part and enjoyed seeing me build some stuff in here. And I'll see you guys in the future.